you mentioned the thing with feet, and I was watching Blue Planet 2 the other day, and it's not a fish. Apparently, it's called like a toad of some kind, but it hangs out on the bottom, and it has feet. It looks like a fish that grew feet.
It walks around?
Yeah.
That's not a fish?
I don't believe so. It's actually some sort of toad, I think, technically.
Whoa.
But yeah, and they look like human feet almost. It like has toes and everything.
That's amazing.
Well, one of the weirdest things that I ever saw about the ocean was there was a theory that was going around a few years ago that I don't know if this is legit or not. Google this. They think that it's entirely possible that octopi may have come from eggs that were frozen and landed here from an asteroid. There was speculation that there was something about the way.
Really?
Yeah, the way that they, the DNA and RNA of octopus are so different than every other animal in the fossil record that it's almost that there was a consideration that they might have actually been an alien species. Because the term, you know what panspermia means?
Mm-mm.
Panspermia is a theory that is pretty widely accepted in the scientific community that some life is transferred through asteroidal collisions. Huh. So like that, say if a chunk of rock slams into our planet and knocks a chunk of rock loose, and that chunk has DNA on it and amino acids and all the building blocks for life.
Sure.
That bacteria, whatever it is. Some things, little things can survive in space, like tardigrades, little life forms can survive in space.
Right.
That they slam into a planet eventually, and then when they do, that life is transferred onto that new planet. Science News.
Holy shit.
Octopuses came to Earth from space as frozen eggs millions of years ago. Okay, but this is like the Express.
Yeah, but I read it a little bit.
Yeah.
But that's the most feasible version of aliens coming here.
Yes.
We tend to think of it as it lands and like a spaceman who looks like George Clooney steps out, but he has like antennae or something. It's like, hi, I'm here to share with our planet, Altoona or whatever, and he speaks English and all this shit. Like it's on a biological level that we almost can't comprehend.
Just go back to that, Jamie, please. Look what it says. The extraordinary claims made in a report entitled "The Case of Cambrian Explosion, Terrestrial or Cosmic," which co-authored by a group of 33 scientists and published in the Progress in Biophysics and Molecular Biology journal. And the paper suggests that the explanation for the sudden flourishing of life during the Cambrian era, often referred to as the Cambrian explosion, lies in the stars, as a result of Earth being bombarded by clouds of organic molecules.
Wow.
I think that's also the theory of how water got on Earth.
They came from...
I think it came from comets, because when you see comets are all water. And I think like millions of years of us getting hammered by comets.
Huh.
Like, when you see the trails of comets, that's literally ice and debris coming off of that comet.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Literally, the more you know.
The more you know.
Da-na-na, comet.
Yeah. But they think that about mushrooms as well. They think that spores can survive in a vacuum. Mm-hmm. So if something like, say, if some spores were attached to a rover and we shot it off to the moon or something like that, and it got there somehow or another, if there was the right conditions for that thing to grow, that they could actually survive the trip and then grow on the moon or on Mars or anywhere where there would be water and sunlight and atmosphere.
Like Invasion of the Body Snatchers.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, spores are even weirder, right? Because spores create mushrooms, and mushrooms actually breathe oxygen and breathe out carbon dioxide. Mm-hmm. They say they're closer to an animal than they are to vegetables.
Yeah, that's I've thought about that when I've eaten magic mushrooms.
Yeah.
A lot. Where it's like I basically just ate an animal.
Well, you also feel like it's it's alive inside of you, communicating with you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Right? Don't you feel like that? Like it's not as simple as I'm getting high.
No.
Like when I smoke weed, I feel like I'm getting high.
Yes.
When I eat mushrooms, I feel like I'm entering into the thought process of an alien creature.
Oh yeah, yeah. You put on like a spacesuit on the inside in a way, and you're evolving a certain way, if only for like 7 or 8 hours or something. Yeah.
Do you ever microdose?
No. I have friends that do.
Ron White's big into that.
Oh, is he?
Every day. I found myself a good kind of medicine.
Oh my God, Ron White kills me, man. You just picked the most random name you could have, but I'm just like, that makes perfect sense.